Thank you. According to many experts, the free trade agreement between Colombia and the United States of America would serve to improve Colombian economy, or at least that was the main objective that they had when they signed this agreement. And to many experts, this agreement was the right decision to make. However, almost 9 years after this event, Colombia has not received as many benefits as expected when signing this agreement, almost 9 years ago. And the reason why beneficial results have not been seen is because this agreement is not balanced. It's not just me who thinks that, but also other academics agree. The fact that this agreement is not as beneficial as expected might come as a surprise to many, and it was even a surprise to me before I started my research. Why is this a surprise? Well, since the USA is one of the biggest international markets in the world, it's a little bit confusing or difficult to believe the fact that Colombia is not obtaining such good benefits from this giant market. And instead of receiving positive results, financially speaking, we are losing more than what we gain. An example of this are the statistics represented by DANE, DANE, in 2012, in which they say that Colombia had a surplus of $8,244 million. And as of 2014, a sustained deficit was generated. In addition, 2018 closed with a deficit, which represented a loss of $11,192 million, which is like 31.2 trillion Colombian pesos. So besides that, to give another statistic, national exports to the United States fell 54% of 2012 to 2016, and that caused a loss of 22 billion, and so far no improvement has been shown. Okay, so for these reasons, despite the fact that we have obtained benefits, I believe that we as a country could obtain better benefits and better results if we know how to be more competitive and more sustainable, and if we had better tools to compete against the United States. I also believe, of course, that we could have notable benefits if we had a more balanced and more equitable free trade agreement. So another point to keep in mind is that when this agreement was signed, there was no popular consultation or a debate, but rather they were accelerating things up because they thought that they had seen with this agreement many benefits in both short and long terms. So yeah, maybe if they would have done a popular consultation, maybe this agreement would have been signed with another points with different and more equitable. It would be a more equitable agreement. So yeah, I think that if we change the terms of the FTI between Colombia and the United States to a fairer agreement, things would be different and things would change economically, especially for Colombia. But from my point of view, at this point, that is not very likely to happen, because as President Donald Trump has been demonstrating, he prefers to have the protectionism system, or at least a system that is similar to protectionism. And in addition to that, Because of the coronavirus, many economies around the world have been affected. So that's why I doubt that the president is willing to make a new deal, especially in times like this. So yeah, that's my point of view, and those are my arguments to why I believe that it was not a fair agreement in the first place. Thank you.